Salahuddin. The name still echoes through history. He is a legend, a hero, a warrior. But who was this man? Born Yusuf ibn Ayyub, he became Salah ad-Din, righteousness of the faith. Salahuddin's story is one of ambition, faith, and military genius. He rose from humble beginnings to challenge the might of Christendom. His name is forever linked to the Crusades. His capture of Jerusalem in 1187 CE shook the medieval world. But Salahuddin was more than just a conqueror. He was a scholar, a lawgiver, and a man known for his chivalry. His story is as relevant today as it was centuries ago. Let us journey back in time to unravel the enigma of Sultan Salahuddin. Let us explore the life and times of this extraordinary figure who left an indelible mark on history. Salahuddin's story begins far from the battlefields of the Holy Land. He was born in Tikrit, a dusty town on the banks of the Tigris River. His family of Kurdish origin were not nobles or kings, they were soldiers and servants of the Seljuk Empire. Young Salahuddin grew up surrounded by tales of war and conquest. He learned to ride a horse before he could read. He mastered the sword and the bow. His education was not just military. He studied the Quran, Islamic law, and the poetry of the desert. In 1164 he accompanied his uncle Shirkuh on a fateful expedition to Egypt. Egypt, then ruled by the Fatimids, was a land of riches and intrigue. It was here that Salahuddin's star began its ascent. He proved himself a capable soldier and a shrewd strategist. When Shirkuh died in 1169, Salahuddin, still in his early 30s, found himself the most powerful man in Egypt. He had taken the first step towards becoming a legend. Salahuddin, now vizier of Egypt, faced a dangerous world. The Fatimid Caliphate was crumbling from within. Crusader kingdoms threatened from the north, and in Syria, the powerful Zengid ruler, Nur ad-Din, cast a watchful eye on Egypt's riches. Salahuddin played a dangerous game. He consolidated his power in Egypt. He paid lip service to Nur ad-Din while quietly building his own strength. When the Fatimid Caliph died in 1171, Salahuddin abolished the Fatimid Caliphate, bringing Egypt under the nominal authority of the Abbasid Caliph in Baghdad. This was a bold move. It enraged the Shia Muslims of Egypt. It made him a target for both Crusaders and other Muslim rulers, but Salahuddin persevered. He reformed the Egyptian army. He built mosques and schools. He established a new dynasty, the Ayyubids. When Nur ad-Din died in 1174, Salahuddin saw his opportunity. He invaded Syria, not as a conqueror, but as a unifier of Muslims against the Crusader threat. He captured Damascus, Aleppo, and other cities. By 1183, he was the undisputed master of Egypt, Syria, and parts of Mesopotamia. Salahuddin had created a powerful Muslim empire. He was now ready to confront the Crusaders. The Crusader states established in the Holy Land after the First Crusade were a thorn in the side of the Muslim world. In 1187, events were set in motion that would lead to a showdown between Salahuddin and the Crusaders. Reynald of Chatillon, a Crusader lord known for his treachery, attacked a Muslim caravan. This act of aggression was a direct challenge to Salahuddin's authority. He vowed revenge. Salahuddin assembled a large army and marched into Palestine. The Crusader forces, led by Guy of Lusignan, king of Jerusalem, met him at Hattin near Tiberias. The Battle of Hattin, fought on July 4, 1187, was a masterpiece of military strategy. Salahuddin's troops surrounded the Crusader army. They cut off their supply lines and deprived them of water. The Crusaders, exhausted and demoralized, were routed. King Guy was captured along with many of his nobles, including Reynald of Chatillon. Hattin was a crushing defeat for the Crusaders. It shifted the balance of power in the region decisively in favor of Salahuddin. He had proven himself a brilliant commander and struck fear into the heart of Christendom.